Alright, Atlanta, so the mid-month banner has just officially been announced. With that, we are about to check out the 3 new potential characters on your screen right now. Are the people that got the prediction right? With that said, let's have a look and see what this mid-month banner is going to be. It's more Aaroniero. Surely this doesn't mean Aaroniero, right? I'm not gonna expect it. It's probably gonna be like some people said like D-Roy and Pau. Most likely that. Aaroniero crown though. What does that mean? I don't know. Come on. Not Zommari, man! Come on, bruv! Oh my god, man. I'm actually salty now. I'm actually salty right now, bruv. Really? Base from Zommari! Another ULQUIORRA! Another Yami! Why? Why is Aaroniero, man? At least put them in the same banner, bruv. At least put them in the same banner. Anyway, cool banner though. It's a cool banner, I'd like to think. Zommari, ULQUIORRA, and also Yami. Like the Zommari, is finally getting a new character. Grats for his fans, not gonna lie. ULQUIORRA though, yeah, I prefer ULQUIORRA to get end of month characters, I'm gonna be honest. But like, it's just nice for him to get a remake of his resurrection form, which he hasn't had in like 2 or so years. And then Yami, I mean, both of these characters got arena characters. They still hold up relatively well, so it's kind of sad to see them already get a remake, but it's fine. What is nice to see, though, is that you are guaranteed one of the 3 new characters on Step 25, so that looks to be the thing going forward, which I think is really cool. Let's have a look at the attributes, though. Speed, power, and also heart. Okay. No individual banners. Wait. But it says here, new guaranteed character on certain steps. Are you guaranteed? Let's just quickly scroll past that. Are you guaranteed? Oh, no, this is different. Oh, yo, that is kind of crazy. Wait, what? Hold on, this is insane. This might be the best banner in the game, lads. Like, in terms of banner formats, what's the fillers? Wait, what is this? If this is the banners going forward, this is insane. So step 1 and 2 is discounted. Step 3, you're guaranteed a featured character. And then step 4 and 5 are discounted. And then step 6 is guaranteed featured. And then 7 and 8 is discounted. And then 10 is guaranteed a new character. It's going to take you 2,000 ups to get one of these new characters. There's no way this is going to be for every banner. This is insane. And then, yeah, step 10 and 20, you're guaranteed a banner character, like a new character, with multiple discounts. And then on the 25th step, you're guaranteed the newest character of your choice. So if you do 25 multis, hypothetically, right, you're guaranteed, without a doubt, guaranteed 2 banner characters and then a selector. And then you're also just getting more guarantees, more discounts. Wow, that is insane. I'm kind of hoping this is a trend forward. I would like to think this is a good thing. It might come at the negative of no more individual banners. Keep that in mind. But to be honest, I might prefer this. I might just prefer this. One would hope this would be in every banner, but it might just be mid-months to get you to summon, because it is smart. What a lot of people do is just do the first 2 discounted steps. I know that's what I do for mid-month banners. And then I never do the 3rd step, but now I'm kind of inclined to do the 3rd step because I'm guaranteed a featured character, and then I have 2 more discounts that I might want to end up going to step 5. It's kind of smart on Killer's part, I will say. Would have been nice if Aaroniero was in here, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, let's check out the 3 new characters. First up, starting off with ULQUIORRA, he is an SP character, the Unleashed version. Always like it when they add little cool names to the characters. In this case, he is a human killer with damage to drained enemies as a soul trait. Okay. Innate skills include dodge, human damage plus 50%. Rare for us to get dodge, but I can see he was given havoc there. That's actually kind of cool. Alongside that, he has 20% full stamina. Once more at full stamina, he then gets 40% more strong attack damage, in combination with the fact that he does have 40% berserker, sharpshooter, an increased chance to inflict status augments, and then 40% more damage to enemies afflicted with drain, or any status augment, which you can give to other Aaroniero. This is going to be one of the few rare examples of us getting a mid-month character that's actually good. That's actually good. Like, unironically, might be better than the Hot Zabra we got like a month ago, or a few months back actually, for an end-of-month banner. Because right now his damage output is respectable, an 80% berserker with 20% full stamina, has the frenzy +1 with the havoc, that's really good, but then he gets more damage of course when you do inflict status augments, which is great, and he has an increased chance to do so. Sharpshooter though is kind of crazy to see on a mid-month banner. I assume he only inflicts drain. Yeah, all of his attacks do inflict drain. Hopefully he has a good kit, and we'll check that in a bit. But if he has a good kit, this is unironically might be a character you might want to use if you are an ULQUIORRA fan, especially if the IT session is ever human enemies, he will actually be good. But then again, because he has an increased chance to inflict status against any mind enemy, you can technically bring him into any inheritance draft session, and you should just be fine. But when he has human killer more specifically, that's when he starts to really shine. Keep in mind though, at Arena he does get poised, so that's kind of cool. I don't think there's any human enemies running around in Arena besides Uryu. ULQUIORRA as a whole is not really going to be much of a threat in the Arena meta, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Next up, we have Yami, a power normal attack character. All attacks can inflict weakening. I just clicked my mic there. In this case, a respectable killer, being no affiliation. Another very interesting skill trait where he's damage to weakened enemies plus 35%. He is immune to fire because he does have the no affiliation killer. He is a melee character. That's important. I'm going to assume here he's designed for Guildquest, right? As you can see here, yes, he is. So let's have a look what he has here. So nice that he does have guard breaking. You can use him outside of Guildquest. He has Innovator, so every 5 seconds, he has a 12% chance to apply the weaken on any enemy, which is really good. The Flurry +1 with the 50% bruiser. To be fair, it does feel like it's on the lower sides. Like, obviously, he does have the extra melee damage, the extra kill effect, which further gets increased in the Guildquest game mode. You also do have the power attribute Aranka damage, plus 40%. So if we ever get more Arankas, maybe an Aranka Nuka, for example, that will pair well with them, especially their power attribute, because then it will let them do 40% more damage per hit on their soul bomb. As of right now, though, I don't think there is one. This character in particular is more reliant on actually applying stat elements and then doing damage to those enemies. My problem right now that I have with this character is that he does have a high damage output when you inflict weakening, but weakening in Guildquest only lasts around 2 or so seconds. So I'm not really sure if I'd ever want to even use him, to be fair. When it comes to melee no affiliation killers designed for Guildquest, I think Soifon might still be better. You know, the Safi one with the boost SA2. But who knows? We are getting a very hard difficulty at Guildquest. That might be different. Might make him a bit more appealing. Who actually knows? Keep in mind, though, at Arena level 5, he does pick up Long Stride. He is a good soul trait for the Arena characters. Overall, solid character. Many designed for Guildquest. Not sure I'd ever use him outside of Guildquest, but I guess you can, since he was given guard break. And then lastly, Zommari. Why? Why not Aaroniero, man? It's cool to get a base from Zommari, I will say. Congrats to Zommari fans, bro. I'm happy for you. Maybe next month we'll get Aaroniero. Anyway, in this case we have Zommari, Stun Ritter killer. That's unfortunate, but he is a damage inflicted at full stamina plus 30% soul trait. That's going to be really good for any speed character, so he is at least a good link. Looking at his skills that he does have, they are keeping up with the Zommari tradition of being a fast character. They gave him the built-in long strike. That's cool to see, I guess. And funny enough, he is actually an arena character, so Zommari might be the best out of the three, in my opinion, because looking at his damage output, the 30% full stamina from a soul trait, the 20% full stamina damage, so 50% extra damage if you are at full stamina, in combination with the Frenzy +1, with the Berserker, more damage to lash rated enemies, you have the built-in recharge, and you also have long stride. He has the built-in healing, 20% every time you enter another map. So again, depending on the strong attacks that he does have, he might be a solid character. Right now, he is lacking, right now for a character, he is lacking Havoc, I will say, but again, depending on where you want to use the character, it doesn't matter all too much. I would say damage is more important. Unfortunately, his killer is Stammeter. That's not that good. He might be a good side in Guildquest, but Yamamoto already nukes through that stage entirely. But at least in Arena, if you are a Zommari fan, this is what I would have preferred for Aaroniero, if I'm being honest. I would have preferred an Aaroniero get this type of tune where they become like a good character in Arena, because he gets Frenzy +2, the start power item +2 with poise, and then he also does have the long stride. So he's going to be a solid character in Arena at the very least, right? And for those that are curious, before we even do check out the gameplay, which we will check out later today, these are the strong attacks on the characters. Realistically, we only care about Zommari and also ULQUIORRA. Unfortunately, ULQUIORRA here getting the shortest end of the stick on strong attacks, having an SA1 and range collision pushback attack, not really the greatest SA1. His SA2 is going to be a vortex in front of him. It's a pretty good SA2. I kind of like it. And then his SA3 is going to be a force screen around him. Remember, he does have Havoc, so he gets that extra bit of range, which does help out these attacks. Overall, I would say he's usable, he's good, it's just nothing super crazy, right? Yami's SA1 is going to be very similar to ULQUIORRA's SA2, which is like an AoE vortex in front of him, very short. SA2 is going to be an 800 AoE, and this SA3 once more is going to be a full screen. Having a look at Zommari though, who I feel like is the more interesting of the three, at least for me, because he's going to be really good in Arena. His SA1 is going to be a small AoE in front of him, his SA2 is going to be a 2500 beam in front of him, and then his SA3 is one of the better strong attack threes in the entire game that we very rarely ever get seen put on actual good characters. The most recent character example being Yachiru Unohana. In his case, he is lacking the Havoc, but it is a 975 AoE in front of him, which is a really good strong attack free. Unfortunately, Zommari's lacking Havoc. If Zommari had Havoc, I feel like he actually would have been like really good. Again, in Arena, it doesn't matter too much. I feel like the speed and the, long stride is more important. Usually, you just have to like use the extra flash step to get up close, use your strong attacks, take them out. And his stun rate to killer, which really isn't ideal, might get more usage in the future if we get more stun rates in the Arena meta, which I'm sure is eventually going to happen. So Zommari might be an investment. If you are a Zommari fan, you got a good character, right? It's more than Aaroniero fans can say. Either way though, lads, that's our first video on the 3 new characters, checking out their characters' strong attacks and also skills. For a mid-month, I'd say it's alright. It's alright. Surprisingly, no links or characters, but yeah, if you're a fan of these 3 characters, it's decent. I feel like the more exciting thing is this banner format right here. It looks good. I would like to think it's good. Because that's one thing we did say about the, most recent end of month banner, is that, the 25 steps for a banner character, a selector, is great and all, but what would also be nice is if we could get a guaranteed banner character on step 15 or 10, but it's randomized. And who would have thought Caleb would actually come through and do that on step 10 and also 20? Like, wow. Congrats, Caleb. You're doing a good thing. Hopefully, though, this can be for every end of month banner too, because if it's like this, I might have to do like 20 steps every end of month banner. That's going to get money out of me from Caleb, right? I will say that. And I would also like to think to it smart on Caleb's behalf too, because again, as already mentioned, usually the go-to when it comes to banners like this is to the first 2 steps. Step 1 and 2 discounted. If you don't get anything, okay, it kind of sucks, but at least you're only doing the discounts. Your next guaranteed 5-star is 750 orbs away. In this case, it's only 250 orbs away. And keep in mind, while it does say a featured character, this does guarantee you one of these characters here. As you can see, it does say these are new 5-stars, but it says these are other featured. So they're still considering the top 3 characters as featured characters. So you can potentially get one of the 3 new characters in this particular, step number 3. And then again, when you do step number 3, well, then you're going to be like, oh, you know what? Step 4 and 5 are discounted. And then you do step 4 and 5, and you're like, oh, you know what? Only 250 orbs away. Let me just do it. It's a guaranteed 5-star. Maybe I'll get lucky. You do that, and then you say, oh, no, hold on. Step 7 and 8 are discounted. Let me do those 2. So, it's kind of smart. And then at that point, you're only 500 orbs away from an actual new character. You might want to go ahead and do that. And then at that point, you want to do, you're going back to square one. It's smart on Killer's behalf because it's going to make it kind of hard to stop when you want to, because you're always having good value, maybe a couple hundred orbs away. I like it. I like it, I will say. Remember, one thing though is that it looks like we aren't getting individual banners. That's kind of weird, I will say. Individual banners have kind of been a staple for Bleach Brave Souls, but if they're doing banners like this, I would like to think the benefits outweigh the negatives, right? Because I was already thinking on the most recent end of month banner is that individuals are kind of losing their value. Because just for an example, my ult account was on step 15, so I was only 10 steps away from guaranteeing myself one of the 2 new characters, either Bambietta or Kyogre. And I could have done those 10 steps on an individual banner and potentially get shafted, or do I do those 10 steps on the main banner, guarantee myself to get the new character while potentially getting dupes of the other 2 characters, right? That was something that I was thinking about, so I do kind of like they are adding this. And yeah, if this is on an end of month banner, bro, we're chilling. We are chilling. Especially if end of year eventually has these banners. That's a big thing right now. I would like to think going forward to, if this is going to be the norm, 7-step banners for anniversary can just be a thing in the past. Because, 7-step banners are already bad as is. But if this starts to become the norm, 7-step banners are even more worse. And it would be even more terrible to have on a banner. Especially with some free hype characters, right? So they might be a thing in the past. Who actually knows? We did see for the second party, the anniversary, which usually was a 7-step banner, was 25 steps. So maybe we are going forward to a better future of Bleach Brave Souls in terms of our banner formats, because I would like to think this is actually a good thing. Yet to see anyone's opinion on it, so let me know in the comments below how you feel about these new steps. I like it. I like it. As for the 3 new characters, I like Zommari. I will say, I'm happy he got a new character. YAMMY is cool. He's the main selling point. It makes sense why they put him in the banner. Yami, feel like we could have went without. Would have preferred an Aaroniero. I really thought today would have been the day. Unfortunately not. Either way, let me know what you think about these characters in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.